be able to see right up to the very top. If you're downstairs, you probably could get half of the building. But the shard is coming in at just over 1,000 feet, just a few feet, over 1,000 feet tall, with either end either. It's always been, even today, it's the least used of the, based upon sketches and you know, verbal records, written records, I should say, of what the original Shakespeare's Globe looked like. Railway station. They've just completely rebuilt the station, and it's actually on the bridge now. This is the first time they've ever done this, with access to the station from either side of the river, which makes it easy. There are some columns without a bridge on either side. This was a railway bridge that was taken down many years ago when they didn't need it anymore. But there was too much damage done if they were to try and remove these pillars, so they just left them. So quite interesting, isn't it? They're going to be there forevermore, just as a symbol to the old railway line that used to run there. Now, as we come out from underneath this bridge, if you look immediately to the right, there is a curving building, quite an impressive building, immediately to the right. The upper level has a row of columns on it, so you're looking right now. That building on the curve is the Unilever House. The Unilever House is the headquarters of the Anglo-Dutch soap-cycling producers. They're the big rivals of Procter & Gamble, so Unilever, Procter & Gamble. So that's the European rival to Unilever. That's their headquarters. And if you have a look to the left, you've got this building with the blue vertical strip lighting at the front. This is owned by a company called Sea Containers, who actually went into administration just recently. This was their HQ, and it was originally, it had a run of bad luck, this building. Being built in the 1980s as a hotel, that went bust before they even opened it, so Sea Containers took it over. They in turn went bust, and it's now an office building. But behind it, there's a tall, half-built structure, which is one of the latest in a line of luxury apartments, which is not illuminated. It's a company Shell. Interestingly enough, where those buildings are, the Savoy was around in the 1800s. Savoy was right on the river at one time, so all that land over there to the right has been reclaimed. These were added for the Queen's Golden Jubilee, which was in 2002. Put it together, it was prefabricated parts, you see, most of it built from where it was built on the continent. It's quite interesting in the summer and autumn of 1999 because you had tugs, you know, pulling barges across the English Channel and then all up the River Thames here with bits of this wheel on it. And it revolutions in about 15 minutes, can't they? This takes about 25 to make its way around. So that's we refer to the whole thing as Big Ben, you know, so technically it's the bell, but, you know, we all call the whole thing Big Ben, but the clock tower really didn't have a name for many years, and it's now called the Queen Elizabeth clock side, taking up the face of the clock there, really. And all of the Parliament buildings, they date back to the 1830s to the 1860s. So that's where the road was built. These days, it's still a massive trading area. It's the financial district. So our financial district is on top of Roman remains. And what have we got if we look at it? Compare it all. Look, we've got the magnificent St Paul's ahead of us slightly to the left. And then we've got these brand new buildings. Now, straight ahead was completed in 1894. Opening and closing perhaps every 20 minutes. Let's look to our right. This building on the left, on the right hand side here, this curved building. What's the tall ships? Okay. Yeah, anyway, the scale of damage just past what the fireworks are for. It's the raise, and it's a silent mechanism whenever it does open. Let's have a look at this. There. So let's have a look over to the right hand side as we come underneath as well. This is another big wharf area which is called Butler's Wharf. It's here that they used to keep a lot of what they call high-value cargoes.
Because it's just here behind, and when you look to the left hand side, you see a little statue there.
Will the bus leave from here? No, I mean the bus going back because I don't know which time we're running. So basically, when you go back to the center,
Taking video. Come on.
Yes, video. Hello. Wave to the camera. Yay! Welcome. He's rolling in the red carpet.
shopping street in Innsbruck, the main street. Dann die Galerien, the right side, the Palais, the Fuka and taxis, yeah? The next one is on the Parliament from Tirol for 1700 years. That's on the other side, the shopping center, the new shopping center.
And zip bikes.
Orange tree.
I think they're mock orange.
It's the old cafe, the Vienna cafe, for 1800 years.
1800 years.
Yeah.
Oh, they put the cover up on that. Why?
What's up?
Oh no, that's the people that.
Museum on the left side. Down the front is on the church, the Imperial, and the church is on the King Maximilian from the Austria and the 28 black men. It's a very nice the church. Hello.
As he gets run over.
That's on the Palais von the Queen Maria Theresia. It's a museum. Queen Maria Theresia had 16 children. Yeah? And the right side is on the Leopold Fountain. Leopold from Austria. Oh. Train to the Animal Farm. Und dann mit der Cable Car 2300 Meter und dann nur 2 Stations. Ja.
What's that?
Everything on the camera is dark. Is it because it's dark out? I don't
No,
know.
you.
What are you doing? I will point out that there is something there that you might also require them to ship down here.
So this is where we leave the 15th century Innsbruck, and now we're going and over there. You have all these beautiful.
Okay, come on in here, Mom. That's the dude that makes these, and he also makes these.
Cool.
Now I could do something this crystally. Gorgeous. This phoenix has my name all over it.
I don't see it.
Unfortunately, it is a big object. It's a huge object.
You thought we might try to make it while you're there.
What you doing? You're so pretty. Uh-oh. Oh, you're so beautiful. Hello.
Dance around. Okay, that's it.
Come out, flap its arms or wings and make cockerel sounds. Of course 500 years ago that was an amazing, incredible thing. So the clockmakers here thought if we can make a smaller version of this we can make a lot of money. But it was simply too complicated to make the various tones of a cockerel. So that is why they picked the cuckoo bird. It's only 2 tones, it's very distinctive, and they eventually stole the idea from the church organ makers. They took 2 pipes, each one has a single opening, and the air is drawn backwards and forwards with the help of the bellows on top. So that's relatively simple. So you got 2 of those, and then this is our little baby cuckoo bird. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to buy a complete cuckoo clock. You can just buy these little bellows for about 10, 12, 14 euros. So when you get home, you can sit there all day long until somebody kills you. But I think it's a nice way to go. So if we go down to the far wall, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in, do you want to come through here? So, okay, these are all the 8-day musical ones. These are the very complicated ones, so they are consequently the most expensive ones. The simple ones start down the far end, I think around 150 euros. This is our high-tech meets cuckoo clock. On the roof we have 2 solar panels. They charge a little battery and that drives a water pump. So this is the only model of cuckoo clock in the world that has real water which can be pumped over the water. So again, every hour, or sorry, half an hour, 1 cuckoo. The clock, like I said, should really be 6 foot off the floor. This one's a little low. There is a cuckoo here hiding underneath the arch. So the cuckoo's first, people will dance up on the balcony, in the garden, our musicians go left to right, and the real water will turn away. So underneath the wheel is a small container where the water is kept, and if you want, you can keep fish and ducks in there. It'll be very good. This is our romantic cuckoo clock. Do we have any romantic people here today?
No.
No? No, you're all dead. Okay, here we go. So, 2 o'clock, 2 cuckoo birds, people will dance up on the balcony. If you think you could be or once were romantic, watch these people here on the bench. If you think, no, I was never the romantic kind, then in the middle you can watch the pig. There you go. Those of you who are wondering, what does a pig do? What happens when we mix pigs and romance? Absolutely nothing. You're old enough to know that by now, guys. Come on, pay attention. So here we have a young man who wants to see his girlfriend down on the farm. However, he's not very welcome, but he goes down there anyway, like young men do. So he sees a ladder up by one of the outbuildings, so he grabs that, decides to pay his girlfriend a little surprise, puts it underneath her bedroom window. However, there's somebody else on the farm who can also play surprises. Watch that pitchfork. Yes, after. So there's his future father-in-law. He doesn't know that yet, of course. So it's about 120 different varieties of mechanical cuckoo clocks all along this side of the room. They all have a 2-year international guarantee. So we have or work with different clock repair people around the world.
Spielen die heute? Der kann das nicht heute spielen, sondern irgendwann anders. Die Gula passt aber auch nicht da rein.
Okay, snap one.
I gotta find one to snap. That one? That snapped.
You know what it helps them with when they're driving? They don't get those sidewalks at 6 o'clock at night. What time is it? 6:30?
The Louvre Palace, riding up there. But let me tell you, tonight for dinner you will have a choice of starters. If you want to be adventurous, you can try the typical dish, which is snails. You can have onion soup, I think, is on the menu. Have a look. It's nice. It changes over there, but it is a very good food. Then for main course, beef burgundy maybe, or always like the duck à l'orange. That's a French specialty, not Chinese but French. And you can have a nice fish there, nice salmon. So you have some choices, and also for dessert, crepes set, maybe a crema catalan, a clam.
Everybody, it was the place for the theater. So from that moment on, all the theaters used to stay here. And it transformed this into a boulevard just to keep the layout of this former limit.
These are Western Japanese.
seconds, you will see on the left my favorite monument of the city. Three, two, one. Rich people. And to find the architect, Napoleon III organized a competition. And the architect who won was not famous at all in this time. It was Charles Le Garret at the Opera House of Paris. Once he finished the Opera House, he started the construction of the Casino of Monte Carlo. But they needed 14 years to build this opera house. 14. It was inaugurated in 1875.
They're waiting for Apple.
Oh, something is happening because the truck here is the truck of French television.
iPhone 6 today.
Oh, that's just stupid. Sheeple. Sheeple. Like what's his name said? Yeah, Gerhard said.
So as I told you, it was inaugurated in 1875 and poor Napoleon, remember the assassination attempt. He wanted a safe way to cross this district and go to the opera house. Even you will see on the right, we won't go there, it's just a tiny street. So you see the Benetton shop, the tiny street on the right, at the end there is even a scaffolding. So this tiny street is the most expensive street of the French monopoly, city of the Middle Age. No sidewalks, no light on the streets. The streets were narrow, dirty, not very, it was not easy to walk on the street. So he decided to destroy 60% of the city. In only one time, 60% of this avenue is not exactly a typical Rosepanian avenue, because if you look on the sidewalks, this is the only avenue in Paris where there are no trees. It was just a way to protect the facade of the opera house. And in the 17th century, he was the prime minister of the kingdom. Ready for you. And if I made something so beautiful, it's just because I want to give it. Very important and famous works of art. So normally we manage to cross. Do you know the tradition? You have to buy a padlock if you want to seal your love with your lover. So you write your name on the padlock, you tie the padlock on the bridge, and you screw together the key on the Seine River, and you promise to stay together forever. The only problem is, look, the piece of wood. 2 months ago, a part of the bridge has fallen. So we have a big problem because this bridge is not supposed to support such a heavy decoration. So it's getting more and more dangerous. And they said that this is the equivalent of 300 kilos per meter of bridge. And they counted 700,000 padlocks everywhere in Paris. So the city is trying to find a solution, because not only this bridge is covered, but different other. Each place where you can tie a padlock, you will see it everywhere in Paris. It's the oldest bridge of Paris, but it was then new because it was the first one to be built with. But the city island is not just famous for the new bridge, but for the Conciergerie Palace. The Conciergerie Palace is a huge building you can see a little bit further on the right with 4 towers. The Conciergerie Palace is a museum, and you can see where exactly was engaged Marie Antoinette. So we are going to cross the next.
Awesome. Great. Awesome.
So if you look on the right, you can have a very beautiful view of the Conciergerie Palace with the 4 towers. The building with the cupola next to this is the business courthouse of Paris. It's much more recent. And then you have this group of trees that you will see on the right. This is the flower market of Paris. And on the left, this is a hospital called the Hospital Hôtel Dieu. You can buy. There is a very, very big difference between the the districts that are next to the limit of Paris, and here the supercenter. The lowest price you can find in Paris is 7,000 euros per square meter. This is the minimum. If you reach Saint-Germain-des-Prés, it can reach 30,000 euros per square meter. So this is really, really expensive. So this is the French Institute on the left with the black dome. This is the headquarters of all the academies. The most famous one is the French Academy, and the members are mainly on the right.
Oh! Hello.
Everything is okay. So National Assembly on the left, and over there the facade of the Madeleine Church. And we are in the center of the World Fair of 1900, the one for whom they built the train station. It was to welcome the visitors as close as possible to this area. A very interesting museum, and you see also some sculptures of Camille Claudel, the mistress of Rhode Island Tower. So what do you think about this view? Not bad.
It'll do.
Do you like the Eiffel Tower? Left, you will see a metro entrance with all the iron curved. Just here on the left, you see this is the typical Art Nouveau style. The king, but it was actually the palace of the king's brother that we call Monsieur. So Monsieur used to live here, and he had a huge garden. Of course, the garden still exists. to some of you. For example, if you want to visit the Élysée Palace, you can queue during 3 hours just to see the Élysée Palace, so be careful.